switch.
Interesting thing too, there's no real way for them to prepare for this. They've never done something like this. As Caitlin Clark gets her first bucket in the 50,000 plus.
Another year, but Caitlin Clark, it's just effortless for her. Just smooches it off the window.
Back her lane, and Caitlin Clark pushing it.
And Clark played underneath that screen.
And Clark's feed to O'Grady is beautiful. She spent years.
Yeah, the law firm owned by Clark, but now a couple of new partners to connect with. A great dime right there in transition to O'Grady. Just a perfectly...
Hands, you have to make sure it's going to be a little harder to catch the ball because your hands are cold, but players are adapting. The benches are actually heated. It's just see Clark get the layup to go. It's just going to be about staying as warm as you can as long as possible.
Clap my hands together on the catch. You can't really get a good grip on the basketball, and that's what you want as a shooter.
Again, Caitlin Clark, a marvelous passer, finding Sharon Goodman.
Well, Caitlin Clark has picked up right where she left off last year. She led the country in assists last year, but this time it's a reversal. It's Goodman to Clark, who takes the nice dive down for the finish inside, and the bench loves the...
Just a delightful girl. Her favorite sport is swimming. She's on the swim team. She's so excited to be here, and she's most excited that she gets to wave from down here up towards the kids, and you will see that in 3 minutes and 3 seconds as Caitlin Clark drives and draws a whistle. Four freshmen. We mentioned the two very important players, starters in Warnock and Sinano that are gone, but the core of this team is back, headlined by Clark, who gets 2 more.
On the Big Ten Network.
It's all over the place.
See the board work.
That's Stuelke running the floor. To the bigs as often as possible.
But just look at her eyes, the way that she surveys. She's just a puppeteer when it comes to what she wants the defense to do, and the ease in which she can score the basketball is phenomenal. But right here, the connection of the dots with Hannah Stuelke running. High ball screen and late clock action. You see Stuelke trying to wait and get an eye from Clark to see when to set it.
Clark on the drive. 9 points for the superstar. And Iowa has a 6-point. There's an emphasis to get O'Grady the ball, and it works. Great feed from Clark.
Has been able to do extremely well is play together and play the angles. And look at Clark right.
Clark using O'Grady to drive. She's got 13.
I mean, she just a
Hall of Famer for a reason, Megan. Caitlin Clark unloads from the end zone.
Well, Caitlin Clark has put on her cape here in Iowa City, knocking down her patented pull-up triple in transition. At least 3 feet behind the line, no problem. And then a little shrug afterwards for emphasis to let you know, I do this often.
140 made threes for her last year, led the country. I thought what was amazing watching their run.
How many points does Caitlin Clark has? How many has she produced for the team? And I think those numbers are so incredible as well.
She produces to Sharon Goodman, the red shirt. Iowa trying to push, up by 10. Clark with a difficult layup, and 1.
Mama, there she goes again. Caitlin Clark getting downhill in transition, connected with the body, and getting the bucket to go. Just a phenomenal finish by the senior. She just gets her head down. She's been in the weight room. She just drives herself right there to the cup today. But I think because of all the new players, you want to get acclimated with how you shift and move.
Caitlin Clark, knock it off.
I thought I'd seen it all from Caitlin Clark, but I'm wrong. Look at this one. I think that's that you have to contend with.
Caitlin Clark, the 3-ball. The unicorn strikes again.
The sun came out, and I said, hey, you know, the sun's out. It might get in the way and be a distraction. Not for Caitlin Clark coming off. A little dribble handoff, and the catch and shoot ability off a DHO right there is pretty excellent. by Caitlin Clark, the senior.
Clark curling around the lane and rocking it in, going to the line. Point shooter, she's very comfortable driving.
No, 3-pointers from the outside, 3-pointers from the inside. What can ability to score on all 3 levels is just different. She's just cold-blooded, and
look at her face. Look at her face. That was wonderful.
Well,
she's
yeah.
like, what am I supposed to do?
That's the Jordanist shrug. Just phenomenal. Megan Gustafson, obviously Player of the Year. She was the Honda Player of the Year as well.
Clark with another 3. Her 3rd of the day. Has stretched the lead to 22. Caitlin Clark with the sun shining down upon her. She's sitting with 32 points, and oh yeah, the all-time leading scorer for now loves it.
Play pickup, you don't want to get off the court because you won't get back on. You got to stay on the court and play.
Back-to-back layups missed for Clark. There's a steal for Iowa. Sydney Afalta right there and feeds 22.
The easiest bucket Caitlin Clark will have this season. Assist.
And look at this, some Iowa players who have not been able to play are coming into the game for the final 69 seconds. An opportunity to be participants in this amazing event.
Lisa Bluder told us before the game, she said, I want to get everybody in this game. And we definitely want to win it, but I want everyone to have an opportunity to feel the energy of playing in this environment.
Caitlin Clark sits down with 34 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. The first triple-double in Kinnick Stadium history.
Oh, she has her cape on. Oh, my goodness. Caitlin Clark, the phenomenon that she has been over the course of her career at Iowa, has been simply outstanding and spectacular.